Fans, good evening. We're live from Buffalo Wild Wings here in Burlington, Massachusetts.
Great wings, great beers, great atmosphere.
Oh, great place. And they have Keno. I did not know that. They have Keno here. This is unfreaking believable. We got G-Money, our gambling pro, here to tell you about it. Thank you, G-Money, for co-hosting, because PB is once again MIA. We have no idea where that boy is.
We need the up the search party. Maybe get the FBI involved.
We gotta get FBI, APB. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we got a good one for you. We're gonna run the 2-minute drill. We're gonna look back at the college football championship last Monday night. That was a good game. And then we gotta look into this Red Sox scandal and all of baseball. This is unbelievable. I can't even believe this. We'll talk NFL playoffs. We'll break it down, and then, of course, we'll do our famous picks of the week for the NFL playoffs.
Hopefully better than last week.
Hopefully better than last week is right. Hey, speaking of the NFL, a couple of wide receivers in the news. First, Odell Beckham, OBJ. He pays the LSU players before the game in cash. That's an NCAA violation. He pays them in cash.
What about the second thing he did?
And
he
then
smacked the guy in the ass.
And I heard the news about smacking the security guard in the ass, and I figured it was a woman, right? And then I seen an old man. He smacks an old man in the ass.
Oh,
what?
Me Too movement.
Oh, my God.
This is a different world we live in.
And then Antonio Brown, AB, he can't stay out of the news. He got in a little trouble last Monday night. And now his agent, super agent, Drew Rosenhaus, says, you're out, AB.
Did you see the video of him yelling explicits at the police and his girl and his daughter?
Like, what? It's unbelievable.
He's mentally ill.
Oh, man. All right. Hey, Celtics, a little bit of a slump. They're 2-5 the last 7 games. They got beat last night by the Bucks. A little concerned. They got to get a big man. Right now, I say they got to get from Detroit. They got to get the big man there for Andre Drummond. They have to bring him back in the trade. Detroit wants to get rid of him. Let's bring him in.
That'd be a great pickup.
Bruins. They beat the Penguins last night. They're back hot again. They still lost their 12th game of the year in overtime early in the week. I don't know what they're doing on. Hey, little DYK for you guys. Bergie, right? Mr. Bergeron, he scored his 20th goal. How many years in a row has he scored 20 goals now?
10 years?
7 years in a row. But I'll give you one more chance at makeup. Ovi from the Capitals, he scored his 30th goal the other night. How many years in a row scoring 30 for Ovi?
8.
15 years.
15 years straight?
He's an old man.
I guess so.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Hey, Conor McGregor fights tomorrow night. I know you don't like Conor.
I hate him. He's a punk.
I like the dude. He's an Irishman. I'm Irish. He's fighting Cowboy Cerrone. Who wins?
See, this is me not liking. This is a pick based on me not liking McGregor. I'm rooting for Cerrone, but Cerrone's old. I mean, he's past his prime, so honestly, I think it's a coin flip. I mean, McGregor didn't show anything great in a while. Cerrone's old. I mean, past his prime, but I'd like to see Cerrone win.
Conor has not won in 1,100 days. I can't do the math on that, but it's like 4 years.
I think Cerrone's plus like 220, so I mean, it's a good bet to give him a shot.
Right. Hey, Luke Kuechly, I love the dude. He played at BC. He retired. He has 7 concussions in his career.
He's a tackling machine. What is he, only 28?
28 years old. Good or bad for the NFL?
Bad for the NFL because young players are going to start following his suit. We're going to lose a lot of talent.
Hey, by the way, another little DYK, Rocky the Soul Man Johnson passed away this week, 75 years old. What's he famous for?
Rocky the Soul Man Johnson. Honestly, I have no idea.
He's in the Hall of Fame for the WWE, but more importantly, he's
the Rock's dad.
That's right. He's the father of The Rock.
I did read that.
That's right. All right. Let's get into college sports real quick. The upsets continue in NCAA basketball. 23 top 10 teams this year have lost to unranked teams.
It's insane.
It's unbelievable, right?
Year of parity.
Oh, my God. We cannot wait. Hey, by the way, the team you predicted last week who's not deserving of the ranking they get, Auburn, they lost.
Told you. They were going to eventually. It was only a matter of time.
You were right, man. G-Money picked it. You got it. All right. Let's get into the football game. It was an epic game for a while anyways. My boys, Clemson, they started out hot. You liked LSU. You were right.
And then I changed my mind at the last minute.
You did, but Heisman Joe, he did his job, right?
He was unstoppable. And that was the best defense he played all year, and they couldn't stop. They didn't have an answer for him.
By the way, He broke the college record all-time touchdown passes. It was 58 going into the game. He ended up with 60 for the season, right? Whose record did he break?
Oh, I know this one. The dude from Miami. Colt, shit.
You got the right name, wrong school. Colt Brennan from Hawaii.
Hawaii, I was thinking.
2006. All right. All right, we're going to talk about this for a moment. It stinks. We hate it. MLB, oh my God. Alex Cora is out. AJ Hinch is out. I hate the Astros anyways. Carlos Beltran is out. What is going on with these electronic stealing of signs?
Cleaning house. I'm a strong believer that everyone cheats given the opportunity. Everyone looks for a competitive advantage. Houston Astros were dumb enough to get caught doing it. I don't think there's any proof or merit to the electronic devices, but they did have I did read they had a recorder out in center field that recorded the pitches.
That's
and
right.
they used a barrel to relay the what the pitch would be next. So they're idiots for getting caught. I mean,
So
that's
G-Money, I have to ask you this question. We've had 3 managers and 1 general manager fired in a span of 72 hours. No players have been penalized. Should a player be penalized?
No,
for
the
this?
coach is directing them on what to do. The players aren't taking it upon themselves. The coaches are telling them, here's what we're doing, we're stealing signs. And I think, you know what, an example needed to be made. I'm glad they got rid of all 3. I mean, Cora, he was a great coach, not necessarily last year, the year before. And there's no proof that the Red Sox cheated. They can't find anything as of yet. But I think he needed to be held responsible for what he did with the Astros.
This is going to be ugly, I got to tell you. Hey, by the way, DYK, only 1 Major League manager has ever been hired in January and February to start the year out. Frank Roberts in 2002. So now you got 3 teams that have to hire a manager right now in February or March, right? Or January.
I'm hoping the Red Sox get Veritek. I love Veritek.
I
He's
would
one of my
like to see
favorite
that,
players.
man. All right, we'll see. More penalties could be coming, though. We never know. Assistant coaches, whatever, right? All right, NFL news. Let's start. Hall of Fame voting. 15 guys got voted to the Hall of Fame this week, including Jimmy Johnson and Bill Cowher as coaches. You like it or not like it?
I liked how they presented it, how it was live on TV at the halftime show. That was cool. Or the pregame show, I think it was. I agree. I mean, Jimmy Jones won, what, 3 Super Bowls?
Jimmy Johnson won 2 Super
Jimmy
Bowls,
Johnson.
and he's one of 3 coaches ever to win an NCAA championship as
That's
well.
going to factor in.
And Bill Cowher, he was a great coach for the Steelers.
He was. I mean, he only won, what, 1 Super Bowl?
He
but
did.
He was around forever. And
He
and
did.
they always had winning records.
He did, man. He was awesome. I think they were fair.
No,
I got one for you, though. Donnie Shell, safety from the 70 Steelers. I don't know. That was... I get it. They had great teams. He's now the 10th guy from the Steelers of the 70s to be in the Hall of Fame.
That's crazy. Out of 22 starters.
But he was a marginal player. So does that mean Rodney Harrison or Darren Woodson from the Cowboys should be voted in now?
100%. You don't like them?
I love both those guys.
They're both phenomenal.
And if Donnie
safeties.
Shell gets in, both of them should be
100%.
in. I agree with you. All right. Let's get right into this thing. We're going to talk about, I got a little DYK for you. First of all, what is the longest tenure between NFL coaches Super Bowl I to Super Bowl II?
Ooh. Like the
I'll let you
second
think
Super Bowl.
about that. I'll let you think about it. We'll come back to it. It's a hard one, all right?
All right.
All right. We'll get into that momentarily. Let's talk about the playoffs, though. It's playoff time. Let's get right into game 1. Kansas City versus the Titans at KC. Titans beat KC in Week 10, right?
35-32, yep.
That was the game that Mahomes came back from his knee injury, right? Who do you like and why G-Money?
You know me, I'm a contrarian, but I have reasons to back it up. I like Tennessee, and the reason being is if they stick to the game plan and run the ball down the throat of KC like they did the first game where he got 180 yards, and Derrick Henry runs the ball primarily, and they force him to stack the box, they're going to get some passes as a result to A.J. Brown, who's I think he's a great wide receiver, rookie wide receiver. I think they're capable of pulling off the upset. Yes, if Chiefs make a few stops and get a big lead, Titans are done. They're not capable of coming back like that.
Everybody in America knows this, though. That's the game plan.
That's a game. But here's the thing. I think they can execute it because the Chiefs have proven all year long they've struggled against the run. They've gotten better as the year progressed, but overall they're still not good against the run. So as long as Titans don't abandon their game plan and they run it down their throats and they don't let themselves get down by more than a touchdown, Titans can, and I think they will win.
So you just hit the nail on the head. I don't think that, you're right, I don't think KC can completely stop Tennessee, I'm sorry. But how is Houston going to stop Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins. They can't cover all three of those guys.
Here's the thing. They're not going to stop them. The only way to stop them is to not give them the ball. So they're going to control the game clock. They're going to have possession. They're going to have 2-1 on the possession front. And I think that's going to be the difference. So, yes, Kansas City will score. But as long as Titans score each time themselves by running the clock down with the running game, I think they can keep the game really close and potentially win outright.
Wow! I don't think so at all, fans. I can't see the Titans winning 3 times on a road with a makeshift staff. I just don't see. I know Henry's a beast, but you know what? There's a way to beat Henry. Make him run laterally. Big boys cannot run laterally. Come up the middle, make him run laterally. Your cornerbacks tackle, you'll bring him down. Trust me on that.
He might be the exception to the rule, though. He runs a 4.4. I mean, he's fast for a big guy.
And by at the end of the day, the Kansas City Chiefs will outscore them. It might be 45-42. KC, because they can't stop 3 receivers.
No, they can't. I agree. Titans will not stop them. The question is, will Titans keep the ball long enough and go possession to possession with the Chiefs? And I think they will.
All right, we'll see. All right, that's game 1. So who are you picking? You're taking Titans?
Taking the Titans. Definitely to cover, and I'm going to go on a whim and say they win. I wouldn't be shocked if they lose, but I think they stay within the 7.
KC, Josh, I know you're going to love this. I'm taking KC. I predicted them to go to the Super Bowl at the beginning of the playoff season. I'm sticking with them. I think they win the game. All right, let's get into game 2. Aaron Rodgers going for his legacy win. Brett Favre has won. Aaron has won. But he's going against the superstar, Jimmy G, the quarterback that Bill Belichick wishes he had this year, but he's out in San Fran. G Money, how does this game shape up?
Sure. I think this is an evenly matched battle. I know San Fran beat him by like 35 last game.
35-8 or something like that.
In San Fran. But I also know.
It's in San Fran again.
Right, but I also know for a fact Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Fame caliber QB. He will not let his team get beat twice to the same team. Never mind get blown out a second time.
So is Aaron Rodgers playing defense? I'm confused by this.
No, Aaron Rodgers is going to have a vintage Aaron Rodgers game where he lights up a solid defense and does enough to get them to the win.
Solid, not a great defense?
I'm skeptical. I mean, I'm skeptical of San Fran.
Sherman should be in the Hall of Fame for a quarterback.
He's great, but I don't know about their secondary cornerback. I don't think he's that good. I think San Fran is a solid team. They're a really good team, but I think when everything's said and done, the Hall of Fame prowess of Rodgers is going to be the difference. 17 of the last 20 Super Bowls have had a Hall of Fame caliber QB make the Super Bowl. 17 of the last 20, and I know in all likelihood Mahomes is probably going to be a Hall of Fame caliber person, but he's only his second season, so it's way too early to anoint him as a.
So basically, what I'm hearing is you're taking the road team in both games.
I am, and I'm more confident about Green Bay than I am the Titans. But I think in Rodgers, I trust. I think he's going to do it just enough to get him over the finish line.
And this is our gambling expert. What's the spread in both these games?
7 on the Titans, 7.5 on Green Bay.
Getting 7
on both sides.
All right. All right. Here's what I think. I think definitely San Fran is going to control the line of scrimmage with 4 pass rushers. Boza, which I was not a fan of going into the season, I thought he was a lightweight at Ohio State. I hate Ohio State, by the way, but he's proven his worth. I think they control the line with 4 guys. They get 7 guys to play pass defense. If Aaron Jones cannot rush the ball and make Aaron Rodgers' game look better, I think this Green Bay's in trouble. It's up to Aaron Jones.
Yeah, he's been clutch for them all year.
Devontae, the wide receiver, will be a big-time player, but Jones has to be able to run the ball a little to set him up. We'll see. I
think it's the game of the week.
I like the 49ers, like Jimmy G, Belichick's favorite quarterback right now. Makes it to his first Super Bowl. I don't know about winning it. We'll talk about that in another 2 weeks.
I'll tell you what, San Fran, I think next year they're going. I think they're a year too soon. I think they're overachieving by a year.
All right, Joe Montana. Hey, by the way, let's go back to our little DYK. What coach has the longest span between coaching his first Super Bowl and his most recent Super Bowl?
I think the dude that was a coach for the Cardinals that made the Super Bowl get Pittsburgh. What the hell's his name? He's with Tampa Bay right now. Bruce Arians.
No, you had the right team. You're the wrong coach. It was Dick Vermeil.
Oh, Vermeil.
Invincible.
Yes.
Remember the movie Invincible? Dick Vermeil, 1980 with the Eagles.
That's what it was.
1999 with the Cardinals.
Okay.
You're close. All right. Sports fans, we're here at Burlington's Buffalo Wild Wings. We had some wings earlier. We're drinking a few beers. G-Money's gambling. Are you winning yet?
I won $3.
All right, so you won $3. We'll see you next week.
Oh, what about the pick of the week? Can't forget that.
You got a lock?
I got a lock. I got the
you
lock
got
of
a
the month. Lock of the month.
Get ready. Get your money ready. What's your lock?
Cash out your 401k, get wild, put everything you have on the Packers plus 7.5. They're not losing by more than a touchdown.
The Packers cover. All right.
7.5.
You heard it, sports fans. We'll see you next week to talk
Thank you
with
for
this
having
game. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, guys.